The Horne family did some crazy things throughout their adventure, journeying to England back in 1972. They trekked through East Timor and Indonesia, they stayed in tents, they went through rainforests. Now, I may not be in East Timor and Indonesia at the moment, that comes later. I'm in Malaysia now, but I thought I'd try and keep the experience. I'm staying in a tent, and this is the world's oldest rainforest, Taman Negara. This morning I got up at 6 a.m. and got a bus from the middle of KL, and it's taken us to the Taman Negara jetty. From this Taman Negara jetty I'm going to catch another 3-hour transport, but it's not a bus, it's a boat, and that'll take us into the heart of the rainforest. So I guess one of the first things you notice when you stay in a tent is that there's no power. Things like this camera, my GoPro, my laptop and my phone, all the things I used to record and edit with, obviously completely gone. But once you strip that away, you realize that the idea of camping is not to be connected to any of that at all. We're on the edge of a town that is on the edge of the oldest rainforest in the world. I realised that, you know, the Horne family must have broken a lot of personal boundaries, a lot of fears that they had, they must have broken, you know. It was one for me. We've got this water right in front of us, and we saw a few kilometres back some kids swimming in it, and you know, they say that if the locals are swimming in it, then it's normally fine to swim in. I am terrified of open water. I don't know why, especially when you can't feel the bottom. A current can take you away, anything could come up and go between your legs or pull you down. Two of the guys said, you know what, we're going to swim to the other side. There was a lot of reservations within me. I didn't know that I wanted to do it. I didn't know that I could do it. But then I saw them jump in and I was like, bugger it. I don't want to regret anything. Bugger it, Alessandro. You need to overcome this fear. Your heart starts pounding. And then all of a sudden, you've gone through it and you're at the end. And it's over. I honestly think that the Horne family would have had to have done. I think there would have been some big fears that they had. Every single member of that family would have had fears going into that. And I think they just have to suck it up and do it.
If you're running away, you're admitting that you're prey, and then they will come after you.
So this conversation is coming about because we just saw a boar run across the pathway. Now, whenever the Horne family talks about going near rivers in rural places, I can imagine it can't be too much different than this. This is gorgeous. It's moments like these that I'm exceedingly envious of the Horne family and what they did, and I guess also why I'm doing this journey myself. You know, you've got beautiful, gorgeous water areas here. It's like natural sand that gives way as well. It's just beautiful. I think I really could consider Malaysia as a filming destination. I mean, I don't know, I've got to go to East Timor and Indonesia first, but my gosh, this is gorgeous. Off to the rainforest now, and then we're gonna do a walk and a hike, and then we're gonna do some swimming. Pretty sure that's our boat. Nice. Yeah. For me, it's the sounds. Or, you know, at times the lack of sounds. It's just silence, cicadas, birds, monkeys, boars. It's one thing that I'm not taking for granted whatsoever. The sense of amazement and wonder that the Horne family must have felt by going through areas such as this. Whoop, nearly slipped my lap. I think that's something I cannot leave out of the script. After spending a few nights in Tamanagara, it was time to leave, and I decided to head up to Cameron Highlands, and instantly it's already different. It's a lot colder, so yesterday was 36 degrees in Tamanagara, and here it's 24 and crisp and not humid because it just rains if it needs to. So it's 24 degrees, it's gonna rain, and I love it so much. This hike is already different to Tamanagara and any other hike that I've ever done. There's like no walking space. You're going to get wet by all the rainforest plant and spiders and crazy things. So I've got the rain jacket on, I've got my socks, my pants going into my socks just so I don't get leeches or anything like that. Anyway, it should be about 3 hours. If this isn't ominous to you, I don't know what is. So I've hiked all the way up the top of this mountain, and guess what? I missed it. Still cracks me up. I literally did miss it. Not missed it, but you know, there's mist. So, can't see it. Oh well, it was a fun hike. So I've hiked a bit further. I've got myself up here by the, radio, electricity, telephone, something. And just mist everywhere. Now, I can imagine the view would be stunning without the mist, but I can tell you what right now, it's pretty remarkable to see just white all around you. You can't really see too far. I mean, the camera seems to break through it a little bit better than I can see, but yeah, it's pretty incredible. I start to wonder myself what this all has to do with the Horne family, and I think these last few days have taught me something, both with Tamanagara and here in Cameron Highlands. The Horne family went through some remarkable places. The one thing I want to include in the script is the sense of awe, a sense of amazement, There are some people that I tell the story to, and I'll tell them and they'll say, what stupid parents, or, how naive or negligent. But I never want to forget, the way that Andrew and Karsten both tell the story of talking about this as potentially one of the best forms of education for children, because they'd been exposed to beauty that no child sort of sees, and it sets you up for life. I mean, might set you up in a good way, might set you up in a bad way, but I tell you what, it's lessons, and it's things, experiences that no other person can sort of get, especially from that young. And to have nostalgia about this place as opposed to nostalgia just about, your family street, to have nostalgia about jungles and that, I think that's remarkable. That's awesome. Awesome. That's the word. Awesome. Because I think you know what I mean.